into that flow, kind of keep that motion and build that habit of just showing up in front of. Ooh, yeah, let's share the live stream on Warpcast as well. Shout out to Warpcast. Let me see if I can grab that link right here. Yeah, make sure we hit go live on YouTube as well. So we got that going, and we should also be live on Kick and Twitch and all of the amazing things. So, yeah, back in the building like we enjoy doing. Whoops, I did not. Okay, yeah, no, that's exactly what I meant to do. Manage stream. Yeah, so we're back. We're feeling good. We're feeling great. Feeling good. How are you? Okay, cool. What up? Yes, I am walking. I am on a walk pad. And it's nice to just kind of burn some energy. Oftentimes when I'm standing walking and doing work, I'll burn through like 2-3 miles easily with no trouble. But yeah, how's everything been on your end, bro? Good to see you. Let's see, I'll make sure I go live on, or at least to share with the people over on Warpcast. Let's see. I wonder if it already, here we go. Check out my live stream. There we go. So yeah, been back doing my due diligence to explore a couple of the like Web3 social media platforms and that kind of thing. And so on the Farcaster network, using the Warpcast client. And so that's where I was just going live just now. Actually, I should have grabbed my other phone just to make sure I had that, pulled up on this side too. But that's all right. Yeah. And actually, I did not check on my audio, so apologies for that. Okay. Hopefully my audio is properly coming through now. Let's see. It's always something. Let me see. Hopefully my audio is properly coming through now. Let's see. That's weird. I'm hearing it through one ear. I don't know if that's interested in seeing how that goes. Let's see if I have what's it called? Ground control. Let's open up ground control. See if I can get some visibility on any potential comments that might roll through. Yes, not expecting too much, but we just want to make sure we're getting back into the flow of it. I still don't know how to monitor the chat thread from stream, but it's a learning exercise. We will figure it out as we go. Let's see. If I go to my profile, what does it show me? Live streams, processing. Okay, so maybe it's not something that I check into on the page itself. Okay, curious. Curious indeed. Let's see. No, don't add that as a bookmark. I just want to duplicate this tab. Let's create a new tab and pull it over here, shall we? All right. So, yeah, trying to get some visibility going over on this side. But I wonder how to see it from Farcaster. I don't know. Maybe I just have to join my own chat or join my own live stream. Okay, let's see. Wonder if I could hear it. On this side. Okay. Stream sounds good. Stream.tv sounds good. Shout out to Stream. All right, yeah. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, bouncing all over the place, so I'm not seeing everything, but okay, cool. Feeling good, feeling great. Feeling good. How are you? All right. So now that we're kind of in motion, let's just go through some talking points for today. Just a little recap of things that I've been approaching over the last month Since my downtime after post February flows, forever flows every single day for the month of February. Now that I've had some time off from that, I've been doing some post production on the actual content itself. So there was a ton of content filmed from that experience, and so I was taking the time, have been taking the time to really lock in with that and just give myself that opportunity to grab snippets and clips and add captions. And that's what I've been up to lately, which is hopefully going to be really helpful in ensuring that there is longevity to that content. You know, I did feel like a lot of those performances were evergreen in their quality. So that's something that I really want to be able to put forth. And so that's what I've been working on a lot over this past month. Had just a small handful of like uh projects. Average. That's a weird. Uh, checking my bit rate on Twitch, and for whatever reason, it says my bit rate is too high, which is an interesting problem. Yeah, what up? No, I appreciate that anyway. Thank you though. But yeah. Got my rooibos tea, and so that's really nice. Oh, I guess I can see the chat from this side too. If that is the case, then I can close this other window, which will be nice. So I'll just send a message here and see if that is actual factuals. Yes, it is true. Okay, cool. So I can see streams from this side, so I don't need to have it open on both of these screens. So I can close this. Oh, and it already had a. Okay, so I don't need this one as well. Okay, cool. Checking in AMA. We got that up and going. Yeah, nice, nice. And so I can monitor this page. This is cool. This is cool. Okay, now see. Twitch, Kick is going. Instagram is still going. Stream.tv is going. YouTube, let's check. Okay, we still got YouTube going. And it seems like the streams are stable there. It says excellent connection. So everything looks good. That's what we like to see. And we also have okay, yeah, the ground control covering Kick and Twitch and hopefully YouTube. We'll see. All things depending. But yeah, so I was jotting out a plan for the live streams, which I'm pretty excited about, you know, just because, you know, I wanted to get back to a familiar pattern with the live streaming experience, giving myself an opportunity to approach it on a daily and create some kind of schedule around it. And so I was thinking a nice play on words, you know, Mr. Wildenfree, MWF, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, with the about facing content or conversations about the music, the ask me anythings, and the performances also of some of my music. I think that would be really dope. And then thinking on Tuesdays and Thursdays to have an opportunity to kind of talk more about the tech side of things. So for those that know, I have my Wildenfree Tech channel, or yeah, technically my YouTube channel, as well as like a couple of social channels around that segment of the brand. And that's really just an opportunity for me to kind of dive into a bit of the Notion related stuff that I talk about, or anything else that I might want to explore, something like Web3 related, or just new design tools or things that I'm intrigued about within the tech space. Haven't been exploring that too much as far as like ramping up content in that segment, but it's a consideration and something that I want to create a sense of stability around as it pertains to like content scheduling and setting up like a consistent habit of approaching content in this way, right? So having the live streams being a regular part of the regiment is that opportunity to create that habit pattern. And then it's also, I think, the bed work or the bed frame of uh, having the consistent content to go back and reference and grab clips from and create additional social media content around. Now, I'll be completely honest with y'all. As a lyricist, as a music artist, I don't really like the idea of having to be a content creator per se, right? But I get it's just one of those things that, in order to show up as best we possibly can in the spaces that we occupy, oftentimes it requires us to kind of step out of our comfort zone and do things that we may or may not necessarily care about. Um, and care is a loaded word right there, but more so of like, yes, I do care about the content because I care about showing up for myself and I care about showing up for my music and the lyricism and the way that that is a particular medium of expression for me. And in order to do that, the content plays a part in that. And so I have to adhere to that in certain ways. And there is an aspect of navigating and um, refining content production and ramping up the most efficient strategies for consistent content output that I'm still working through. So, there is that. And then, of course, continuing to stress test things like these live streams, seeing how much my computer can actually handle in regards to live streaming across multiple platforms. And, you know, so I do think that I am probably hitting a limit in regards to what I can do live streaming wise versus doing additional things on top of that stream. So, like, if I'm just streaming like I'm doing now, I'm pretty solid. I'm hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different streams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. And so I think that is around the technical limit that I am able to achieve with my current setup, which is fine. I think if I were to even bring that down by one or to rotate, maybe do live streaming rotations where it's like I'll live stream to 3 platforms and then live stream to another 3. I think that might be an interesting way to kind of overcome that technical limitation, although that will increase, the duration of time in which I am in front of the camera, or at cutting it in half for each platform, depending on the approach. So yeah, that's definitely something I'm considering. Yeah, another thing is, yeah, see, because like even just dragging my mouse around right now with 6 streams live, those were some of the challenges I was dealing with when I was doing the live streaming in February for February Flows, right? But that's why I was using my iPad as my center for music production, is to kind of offload some of that processing power to the computer or to the iPad so that it wasn't all happening on the computer. Yeah, so that's one consideration. Another consideration as well is I've been thinking about using another streaming platform, but OBS has just kind of been consistently there. And, it is kind of a king in this space for a reason. And it's open source, it's free, and it's, updated, but it can be buggy every now and then. But there are certain features that I am unable to attain with other streaming platforms that I can easily make accessible inside of OBS with some third-party plugins. And so that's another one of those aspects. When I got started in this whole live streaming journey, I got those plugins and really started putting them to work. And it just started creating, this sticky situation where I'm like, oh no, like I really enjoy this particular way that I'm able to facilitate these live streams. And so until some of those other streaming platforms can accommodate those kinds of features, then for the time being, it'll likely be OBS. But Another one of those platforms that I've been looking at or considering is one called Meld. And so I'll be keeping my eye on that just for a little bit to see what happens with that, you know? Um, but yeah, definitely hopeful. We'll say it in that way. Hopeful. And then what I would like to do now while I'm on this live stream, and since I'm not particularly having to pay attention to the chat at this exact moment, I will be, you know, what I've been also considering as well in this ramp back up into the live streaming experience is breaking out the performances for FF22, right? From previous years, which would be pretty dope to explore. Oh, okay. I can make a folder just by dragging it. Oops, that is not what I meant to do. Let's take that back out. Okay, no, that's not what I want to do. Move. Yeah, we'll move it there. That's fine. And then we'll drag these two together. And then this folder will be FF22. And then I'll need this project for the instrumentals. Cool. Utilizing done untitled.stream for my music organization, or at least for the like actual listening and playback portions of my music organization. And then let's see if I can find the actual instrumentals from that project. Ideally, I exported all of those. We shall see momentarily. Oh, another thing I wanted to bring up as well is that I did just recently release a new playlist. Shout out to the playlists. So if y'all enjoy listening to music, hip hop. No, this one is more R&B, funk, a little bit of jazzy hip hop, like the more mellow, melodic, sultry, the chocolatey, velvety feeling music, you know? Funky vibes, really good stuff, feel good. That's what my series, A Velvet Sound, is about. And so I've been curating these across a couple of years at this point. But I am on the latest edition of Velvet Sound, Part 7. And so that's pretty nice. And I would like to bring that out into the world pretty soon. Well, I actually did it. I put it out into the world. But what I mean is that I would like for more ears to get their hands on that amazing, amazing playlist because I've been enjoying listening to it as I've been curating it. So many amazing new artists that you all may or may not have heard of before. So I definitely encourage you all to check that out. Let's see. Stay flowing. Oh yeah. Okay, let's see. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, I think it's just loading. Maybe it's just trying to load, but I'm not seeing all of the projects in here, which is peculiar. Let's see. This is the instrumental or the stem? Um, that might just be the stem itself. Okay, how did I go about the playback for FF22? I really got to check into that. That might have been I might have done all of that on device. Let's check. I might have to go back to my old laptop and pop open some old folders to see if that's where it is. Setup. Yeah, sure, why not? Allow time tracking. Let's close this for now. Let's open up good old Finder window and let's see what is on the Mac itself. Maybe it's in my Logic projects. February flows. Still flowing. The free. Stay flowing. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing folders here, but I don't know. Oh. Okay. It looks like I just. Yeah, that's very peculiar. Alternates, project backups. And so it looks like I have the project files, but I'm wondering where I bounced down all of those. Let me open this up. Let's hit FF22. Um, free FF22. Let's go to this Mac. Let's see if it's on here directly. Because that very much might be the case. Yeah, where is all of this? Is this the full beat? Let's play this back real quick. Okay. No, I think some of it is in there. Let's check this folder again. Let's see what's happening here. Yeah, some of it just is reluctantly not loading or something. That's very strange. Dun, dun. Yeah, that's very peculiar why it saved it like this. I'm not exactly sure what that's about. And the project files themselves aren't even in here. Well, this is what happens when you don't act on your music exactly when you create it, you know? You got to be very intentional about showing up immediately for the work that you are putting out into the world. Because, you know, sometimes project files go missing, and there's not much you can do about that. Performance sets. Let me go back up. Audio, music, waves, music to keep. Yeah, what's up with that? Logic. I don't recall getting rid of projects in here either. And so I do find it weird that these folders are like this without the actual project. Okay. Okay. um, and yeah, these are significantly less than what I feel like I had before, which is not okay. Maybe I grouped them all. Maybe that's what it is. Okay. 2021 mentality. 2019. Okay, so all of 2019's project packages are in here. But why are those showing up as packages and then this other one is not? They're showing up as just like regular folders and not the packages themselves. Like, that is super weird. Definitely weird. Hmm. Maybe I can just open up their backups and export them all one by one. That is probably going to have to be what I do. Luckily, it looks like the project file backups are in here somewhere. Let's see, and it looks like it backed it up by the hour. But it's tough to tell. Okay, now here we go. So this is by the latest time. Why is the latest time on this one not the latest time on this one? That's weird. Okay, date created. Date created. Oh, that's weird. can't even open it like that. All right. Well, hmm, definitely wonder what that's about. See if I can open up Logic on this older laptop and see if it'll let me. Oh, joke's on me. No wonder it's not showing up. I deleted Logic. Why did I do that? Because I was trying to save space on this old ass laptop. Oh my goodness. Came back to bite myself in the ass. All right, let's see. Yep, did it to myself. Okay, well, I wonder what would happen if I just attempted to airdrop myself this entire folder of Logic projects and see what happens there. It's about 70 gigs, nothing too crazy. Let's see if I can get that shared to my new laptop and see if it'll let me open up the project files that way. All right, YouTube, what up? Peace and blessings. Yeah. Okay, that looks like it'll take about 25, 30 minutes, maybe. All good things depending. But it's a start. Somewhere to go with it, you know? So hopefully I can recover those project files from February Flows 2022. That would be very nice. Otherwise, I will be trying to rescue it from some of the early performance takes, but I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. So yeah, the goal is to reperform all of the tracks from February Flows 2022, Stay Flowing, so that I can create some content around that the same way I'm doing for the brand new February 2025 series. And that way, I'm polling the music through the social media output. The idea there is to give the content, well, is to give the music an opportunity to be resurfaced and to have that story told and to hit more eyes, to get an idea of which songs resonate the most with people, to then allow that feedback to fuel which songs then get officially pushed to production, right? So to get the full treatment, the, official recording time in the studio, getting professionally mixed and mastered, and then, a proper rollout, whether it's a part of just a single itself or a part of a album rollout. I'm still debating on how I would like to go about utilizing the music from these February Flows series as of late. The initial 2.5 or 3.5, no, 2.5 projects I released almost as is, where it's just like, okay, hey, this is February Flows, and here it is on streaming services. The consideration here now is to say, okay, well, February Flows was that opportunity to create the music, to create some brand new music and create some brand new content around that new creative process. Now, how can I take that and expand upon it? Maybe I can utilize that as the source pool. That sounds peculiar, so I'll rephrase that. Maybe I can utilize that as the bank to pull from, and from there curate a more intentional project out of it. And I think that's absolutely possible, especially because, there are some reoccurring themes present throughout the music. And I think intentionally curating it in that way and pulling together the songs that resonate and feel better together will give the project and each song more life than if I were to just leave it in that, say, mixtape form. So that's something that I'm definitely considering around how I'm pushing out music moving forward. And I also do absolutely have some other full concept albums or bodies of work that I'm shaping, that I'm crafting currently. But I'm taking my time with those. There's, of course, a lot of moving pieces in the midst of all of this. I've been wanting to get a bit more intentional. Peace and blessings, Christians. What's good, bro? Just checking in, talking to the people, just, kind of brainstorming, brain dumping on what's next and what I'm doing around all of that content that I was producing back in February. And so I've now chopped up 28 pieces of content and turned it into 69 pieces of content that I'm about to roll out for some more consistent social media presence, and just to give that an opportunity to reach a broader audience and give the music an opportunity to receive that feedback of which songs are resonating the most with people from that experience, which verses or, the beats or whatever it is, figuring out, okay, if I craft this in such a way that makes this content evergreen, I can consistently put it in front of people and really get a feel for which songs, which verses are resonating with people outside of the frame that is February flows, right? Like, let's take it out of that context, and now let's just observe bar for bar, a couple of phrases at a time. How do you feel about this track? Okay, how do you feel about this verse? How do you feel about these bars? And so that's the whole idea with what I'm doing with the content as I move into April. We're in April, but you know the feeling. But yeah, being on here tonight is just that opportunity to reconvene with the live stream experience. And right now I'm just trying to pull over a ton of different Logic projects that I had on my old laptop over to the new laptop, just to see if I can recover some of those songs from 2022's Stay Flowing, because that would be very, very nice. I actually really enjoyed a lot of the music I was working on in that year, and, I just kind of put it on ice. And so it would be nice to bring that back around, give it new life, and a nice little fresh coat of paint in the form of the content, the same way that I'm doing for all of the content that I just recently processed from 2025's February flows. So yeah, that's the goal. That is the goal. Let's see. Oops. How did this get over on this side? I have no clue. Boy. But yeah, and I actually might, that was the goal, was to work with some of the instrumentals from 2025's while on today's live stream, but I don't know if I have any of them. Well, what I thought I had at the ready is not at the ready. Maybe I have like one or two of them. So I'm going to see if I can surface those and see if they'll play back well enough. Yeah. Well, as peaceful as the word sounds, I feel tranquil in turbulence, the turning of the world round. I can flip the burden into profound versions of a discount halo on my dope crown. Transmutations, the water in basin, the blaze and occasions, supposable days filled with quotable, playing with notable faces in the wintertime. Branches budding again, the bud in the wind, the spring is in step, the mood is the best, the down spells, we sidestep and cross over into better view. But what's up, what a better news? Well, that's that tranquil in turbulence from February Flows 2022. So I want to be able to go back and find all of these instrumentals. Right now I only have just a handful of them. And I think I made some pretty compelling stuff that year. That's the beauty of music. Oftentimes, when you make it well enough, it's evergreen. Okay, cool. So yeah, for whatever reason, this folder is like discombobulated on my new Mac. Like, I have it in the same place that it should have been, inside of my iCloud, and I had folders for every single day of the month, and for whatever reason, they are not all appearing on this new laptop. But that's just what it is. I'll figure that out one piece at a time. We ain't gonna trip about it too much. Okay, let's see. And I have this thing doing a crazy drop, airdropping project files. So that's probably gonna look crazy for a little second. Branches budding again, the budding of wind, the spring in the step, the mood is the best, the down spells we sidestep and cross over into better views. But what's up? What a better news? I just wanted to open this folder, my guy. How about that? You gonna let me download it? Let me open the folder. Okay, note to self, don't try to transfer 70 gigs worth of project files over AirDrop while also simulcasting across 6 different platforms and trying to play back music. Probably not the best idea. Even on an M3 Max, apparently. Let's see. Did I drop it in? Hey. I still got Light available. This is one of my favorite ones. I ain't gonna lie to you. Well, I don't wanna go. Yeah. Where there's no light on my soul. That I've been wronged where the darkness grows, and I'm still 10 toes. I'm still stepping forward and forward. I'm adamant on having my lows overtaken, trying to keep up still. I'm faking it out, I'ma figure it out either way it go. I'ma sip and flow, keep it on a roll, man. Yeah. Keep the light on me, shawty. Keep it on a roll, man. Or the AG. Keep the light on me, shawty. Yeah. Light on my soul. Well, damn, I love that track a lot. I can't wait to actually release that. That one's gonna be a good one. I gotta figure out the proper placement for that. Like, what project will it like really resonate with? I could give 2 flux. This that Gemini duality and flux. Hit one. I gotta rush. Hey, that one was a good one too. That's pretty good at least. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It was a little something. Okay, yeah. There's probably also way too many instances of social media browsers open. Not social media browsers, but internet browsers open at the current moment. That is probably also a culprit in why this is acting as crazy as it is. And honestly, I don't know if that audio is seeping through to you all. So my apologies if it was. It should not have been. So I hope that was not the case. That would have been a big fluke on my part. Big fluke. Those are the kind of mistakes we catch when we are live streaming every day on the regular. Okay. Somehow I've walked for almost an hour, but I've only streamed for 39 minutes. So that's interesting. And I've walked 1.2 miles, which is nice. There's one thing that I will say that most people don't talk about in regards to like music and the music journey. There's like a lot of asset management, file management, like maintenance and like minutia, organizational minutia. Just to be a music artist, independent music artist that is managing all of your own stuff. There's a lot of that organizational minutia, which is time consuming in its own right. But we love it. It's okay, you know. We get it done because we love the craft. We love what we do. We love our music and we want to get it out there to the world. We want to make sure that it has a fighting chance. And so we do the minutia. We get it done. And then we get the music out there to the world and we feel good about it because that's what we do. We ship, we put things out into the world, we manifest, we express. Yeah, that's what we do. Oh, yeah, and shout out to Matt Lee, who's building Tortoise over on the Barcaster protocol. Web3 music streaming client that I was checking out the other day. Hit a little recast on that post. I got a new explore page, which is pretty cool. Browse artists and collectors. I might have to drop some new music on there in a second. We'll see. Yeah, I did the original version, the OG version of Wag Me. We All Gonna Make It. I put that one on there on Tortoise just to stress test it to see how it would go. And it was pretty seamless. Very frictionless process as it pertains to working with the frames or the mini apps on Warpcast and then having people engage with it and collect the music just as an opportunity to support the arts, you know? So I found that to be really dope. Yeah. This is good stuff. Rooibos tea, y'all. If y'all know me, y'all know I love my tea. And I'm good with the herbals. I'm good with the herbals. Of course, I love my matcha. It's hard not to love matcha, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, we're just getting it done. We're getting it done. That's what it is. I thought this was gonna be like already done transferring all of these song assets by now so that I can kind of get back into what I was doing, but guess not. That's all good. We're gonna find out what else we got buried in the folders, at least currently available. Let's check there first, right? And actually, what I should do is download. Let's just download this whole folder real quick and keep it downloaded. Oh, we have Double Up. I want to see if I can spit that verse real quick. Sorry if that was crazy loud. I don't know if it was like really loud, but yeah. Mo, what up? Peace and blessings. Just spitting some old verses. Just got another one. Hit it with the double up, double up, double up, double up. Joy on the run up. Steady with the bubble up, bubble up, bubble up, bubble up. Still having fun. Hit it with the double up, double up, double up, double up. Joy on the run up. Steady with the bubble up, bubble up, bubble up, bubble up. Been skipping them bad moods. It's a bad move to give the wallow away. Let the sorrow stay. Shift and waft away. What it costs to play with gratitude and grace. Forgiveness and latitude. Stepping up on the double up, double up, double up. Giving up, clinging on to the meaningless. I release the grip. I receive the bliss. I've agreed to listen to the whispers of my higher self above and breathe. Enough to exhale the struggle of, struggle of, struggle of, struggle of life and living it. I've been dealing these cards and healing these scars and winning so far. And looking like another win that I'm in. Here again, just got another one. Hit it with the double up, double up, double up, double up. Joy on a run up. Steady with the bubble up, bubble up, bubble up, bubble up. Still having fun. Hit it with the double up, double up, double up, double up. Joy on a run up. Steady with the bubble up, bubble up, bubble up, bubble up. Just got another one.
Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah, that's a fun track. I actually performed that one live at Connected Camping one time, and that was a really good experience. That one got some reactions and some singing along, so I'll likely have to bring that one back out of the archives. That one is worth resuscitating, breathing some new life into it, you know? Silence is Gold? Do I even remember what that was? Oh yeah, I actually did perform this one too. This was a good one too. Do I remember the verse though? I don't know. La da 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 da, la da da da, la da 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 da, da da da. This here ain't no interlude, but an intermission. Conquering fears and listening. Steady your soul, silence is gold. Wild and free, close to the second. When I'm in zone, speaking lessons. I've been in lows that I've blown out. I'm strong now, I'm picking up. Quicker the pace when I'm graced in place. Breathe, still staying in the now. Da 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 la da 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 la da 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 la da 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 da. Well, yo, I could put reverb on this shit. That's crazy. The next recording session is about to go wild. Let me see if what it sounds like at XL. Turn the low. Let me see the cut. The lows are cut. Let me yo. That's a little too vibrant. This here ain't no. Well. La da 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 da. I wish I had just a little bit more control over the spacing of that reverb on here. But I mean, it's cool that I can put the reverb on live and live streaming. That's very dope. Let's try that again. That was the kind of exploration I wasn't doing during the month of February. Well, la da 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 da, la da da da, la da 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 da, da da da. This here ain't no interlude, but an intermission. Conquering fears and listening. Steady your soul, silence is gold. Wild and free, close to the second. When I'm in zone, speaking lessons. I've been in lows that I've blown out. I'm strong now, I'm picking up. Quicker the pace when I'm graced in place. Breathe, still staying in the now. Da 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 da, da da da, da 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 da, da da da, la da 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 da, la da da da. La da 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 da. Dang, that makes me want to try out Well, ooh, no, that reverb go crazy. I'm tripping for not playing around with that earlier. It sounds wild when I'm like not over a track for sure, but let me see. What's the one I wanted to play around with? Let me see. Freedom Bound. Woo. I'm playing with that reverb like crazy on this. Well, you live in the moment, waiting on what you wanted. All these contradictions leave me confound. Sound the alarm. I don't bring no harm your way, but I've got to say, I got to get up out of town. Yeah. Take me out the sublime. It's getting harder to find. I jot it down, scratch it out, oh. Still ruminating, got my doubts. No way around it, I find my footsteps trekking right up through it here anyhow. Still 10 toes stepping down, tepid, I can't even now. No, I'm taking my space. I'll stretch out the place before you catch me trying to minimize. Not ever again. Always been bigger than my cubic footprint. Been pushing like a corkboard with blueprints. Still plotting out a global sound, only Wildenfree found. The type of you hear and hear know we're freedom bound. Nurturing our grace, cleaning up the place. This surely we could figure out. Somehow. Yeah. Well. Nah, that's gonna be fun. What? Now I gotta do this all over again. Now I gotta run it back with the reverb. Alright, I'm not gonna do that one right now. But good to know. And I should be able to easily turn it on and off. There it goes. Completely off. You live in the moment, waiting on what you wanted. All these contradictions leave me confounded. Sound the alarm. Don't bring no harm your way. But I've got to say, I got to get up out of town. Oh, that's a good vibe. Okay, I did exactly what I came on here to do. Get back into the flow of live streaming, give myself a little bit of practice back on the mic and with the recording controls and the operations of the live stream. Get my mile in. I'm at 66 minutes on the walk pad, which is nice. And yeah, now I'm just gonna go to sleep. It's almost 10 o'clock. I just wanted to kind of not go to sleep at 8:30 in the afternoon. In the evening, I was wanting to get a little bit more time out of this day. So I was like, you know what? Let me show up the best I possibly can for myself and my craft and do this quick live stream and, see what comes of it. Oftentimes it's in those moments like this when you're talking to yourself for a vast majority of the time that you really, you get to stand the test of time. The goal and the operations of self to get out of your own way and to not allow the external validation to determine your outcome or your output. You feel me? Don't let the external validation determine your output. You have to show up for yourself regardless of who's watching, even if you're doing it on a stage, right? Nobody can be in attendance, but you still got to show up. You still got to show up as best you possibly can. Like, that was me in the car the other day. Like, when I tell y'all I was, sheesh, like, with this single that I want to release soon, that Endless Seams, come on now. Nah, matter of fact, I might have to run that again real quick. Because I need y'all to hear, like, the difference in how I'm approaching it now. Like, let's see if I can bring that energy back. Took me all this time to make my mind up. Still ain't made my mind in its completion. It's an endless seam of dreams and patternings of different reams and chapters. I skipped with season passes, seen the masters. Still searching for what I should master. I dipped and dabbled, smoked the dab and licked the tab. Got rid of that to walk a different path. I never said I was infallible. I stepped the lateral, then climbed the ladder up. The ladder which had switched the scenes to what I bring to thee in lucid verses. A universe of multitudes contained within it. All my lyrics be the language model. A train of thought that trains the bots to be prolific if they ever come across it in this algorithmic distance. Shouting to the void for a quantum leap assistance. Trying to sell myself to save my soul. It ain't no difference. Thank you for the listen. I'm just here to wish you well and share with you my thoughts. Here's what I got, and honestly it Took me all this time to make my mind up, still ain't made my mind in its completion. It's an endless seam of dreams and patternings of different reams and chapters. I skipped with season passes, seen the masters, still searching for what I should wait. Seen the masters, skip with season passes, reams and chapters. It's an endless seam of dreams, my mind ain't made to be complete. And honestly, I wish you well, cause you're listening to me. And I ain't trying to sell my soul, just enjoy the quantum leap across this algorithmic distance. Prolific, the train of thought of language models within it. Lucid while I'm up in it, the multitudes of universes switch the scenes and tune to me like I remain. Shouting to the void on a different path, somewhere where time is on a different tab. Simple math. It is me that I shall master, crafting all these verses, chiseling my soul to shape myself on an endless seam of dreams turned into purpose. Infinite recursive, shape-shifting the surface of irrelevance, a kingdom of intelligence. Pixelated melanin modeling excellence, that hex code just to stylize my avatar. Ain't blue in eyes, though they cute despite our differences. Anyway, off the irrelevance, still folding pros like AlphaFold, house and home. I'm still here like the couch is foam. In this bit like I found the loan, I'm a mortgage, I mean memorialized. Cut in stone, dug the foundation, I'm fortified. Lord of mine, a simulation of good graces you're shaping. Mathematic equations, thick thighs and relations, tectonics and taste and fruits of patience I've been cultivating. Swear I took a minute, and the levels I've matured to veer from sinning. Shouting to the globe that my art and presence surely worth persisting when I just need to tell myself to listen. Well, took me all this time to make my mind up, still ain't made my mind in its completion. It's an endless seam of dreams and patternings of different reams and chapters. I skipped with season passes, seen the masters, still searching for what I should master. I dipped and dabbled, smoked the dab and licked the tab, got rid of that to walk a different path. I never said I was infallible. I stepped the lateral, then climbed the ladder up, the ladder which had switched the scenes to what I bring to thee in lucid verses. A universe of multitudes contained within it. All my lyrics be the language model, a train of thought that trains the bots to be prolific if they ever come across it in this algorithmic distance. Shouting to the void that my... Come on now. Well... Just wanted to give you all a little sneak peek of that energy shift that I would be bringing to it, you know? That's all. Ain't want to give you all the whole thing. Not yet. Not right now. Not when ain't nobody present. Nope. That's why I just said it was necessary, didn't I? Took me all this time to make my mind up, still ain't made my mind in its completion. It's an endless seam of dreams and patternings of different reams and chapters. I skipped with season passes, seen the masters, still searching for what I should master. I dipped and dabbled, smoked the dab and licked the tab, got rid of that to walk a different path. I never said I was infallible. I stepped the lateral, then climbed the ladder up, the ladder which had switched the scenes to what I bring to thee in lucid verses. A universe of multitudes contained within it. All my lyrics be the language model, a train of thought that trains the bots to be prolific if they ever come across it in this algorithmic distance. Shouting to the void for a quantum leap assistance, trying to sell myself to save my soul. It ain't no difference. Thank you for the listen. I'm just here to wish you well and share with you my thoughts. Here's what I got, and honestly, it took me all this time to make my mind up, still ain't made my mind in its completion. It's an endless seam of dreams and patternings of different reams and chapters. I skipped with season passes, seen the masters, still searching for what I should wait. Seen the masters, skip with season passes, reams and chapters. It's an endless seam of dreams, my mind ain't made to be complete. And honestly, I wish you well, cause you're listening to me. And I ain't trying to sell my soul, just enjoy the quantum leap across this algorithmic distance. Prolific, the train of thought of language models within it. Lucid while I'm up in it, the multitudes of universes switch the scenes and tune to me like I remain. Shouting to the void on a different path, somewhere where time is on a different tab. Simple math. It is me that I shall master, crafting all these verses, chiseling my soul to shape myself on an endless seam of dreams turned into purpose. Infinite recursive, shape-shifting the surface of irrelevance, a kingdom of intelligence. Pixelated melanin modeling excellence, that hex code just to stylize my avatar. Ain't blue in eyes, though they cute despite our differences. Anyway, off the irrelevance, still folding pros like AlphaFold, house and home. I'm still here like the couch is foam. In this bit like I found the loan, I'm a mortgage, I mean memorialized. immortalized. Cut in stone, dug the foundation, I'm fortified. Lord of mine, a simulation of good graces you're shaping. Mathematical equations, thick thighs and relations, tectonics and taste and fruits of patience I've been cultivating. Swear I took a minute, and the levels I've matured to veer from sinning. Shouting to the globe that my art and presence surely worth persisting when I just need to tell myself to listen. Well, can't believe it. Well, y'all already know what it is. It's Mr. Wildenfree. I love doing what I do. I'm going to keep showing up for myself. So you keep showing up for you too. You heard? All right, y'all. Peace and blessings. Per usual. Till next time.